Okay, hopefully it should work this time. All right. All right, hopefully everything should work now. I had to move away from my window. That's probably what's making the signal go in and out with me. All right, and we're back. Hopefully it should.
Okay.
Okay, we were talking about finding that balance of being a producer, director, and actor. Like, how do
Mhm.
you balance?
Balance is very important, Stevie. Like for me, I'm a firm believer that you don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. So, what I do is I'm putting all of my focus into directing right now. Now, yes, I have been in a film, I'm sorry, a TV series last year that will be coming out this year. And, but I'm always putting my priority to be directing. So that's how I balance my time. I just make sure I want to master directing first. And then, when the time is right, I may step into something else. But that's kind of how I balance my time. I just master one thing, then I move to the next. Yeah.
Okay, okay, and you
Yep.
are a two-time Telly Award winner,
Yes.
NAACP nominated. And how does
Yes.
that feel? And I ask a lot of people this question because we're both based on family. How do your parents feel? How does your mom and dad feel knowing that their son is a two-time Telly Award winner and nominated for one of the biggest awards ever, NAACP, and so many others and others?
Well, I mean, they're very proud. I mean, I'm humble. They always tell me, "I'm so proud of you." All this stuff. But I'm just humbled to be in a position to even be nominated. Yes, everybody wants to win, but it's true what they say. A nomination is just as good because for you to be selected from your peers, that's not easy to get in that top five or whatever award you're trying to go for. So they're very proud of me, and I'm humbled and honored to be a recipient of some, and also humbled and honored to even be nominated as well. So I'm so grateful to those organizations.
And we've got a question from one of our audience members. Shout outs to Liz Music, beautiful singer songwriter in the New York area. She wants to know personally, how do you balance your energy?
That's a good question. How do I balance my energy? Well, you can look at that question a lot of different ways. But you know what? Staying to myself. I'm a introvert. I have to be extroverted at times as a director. You have to get out there and talk to the actors and the executives and all that stuff. But honestly, staying to myself and guarding my heart, guarding my circle. Be careful who I let in. And that's how I balance my energy. Definitely, just stand to myself and just having discernment. So appreciate that question. Definitely, thank you.
And you've directed two big commercials, Chick-fil-A and one of
Hmm.
my favorite fashion houses, Calvin Klein. What was that experience like for you to be directing both of two of the biggest brands that everyone knows that are household names?
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing, Stevie. Like honestly, directing. I mean, I can't say which one was the most fun because both of them was fun, but I would say the most rewarding one is one that you didn't name in Nissan. I directed a Nissan commercial. I did. I mean, yes, Calvin Klein and Chick-fil-A was amazing, but Nissan was to my heart special because of the message. Like it was about a father and a son, a black father and a son, a present, an active father and a son, and the son just thought that he forgot his birthday, and in the moment of the the car Nissan, all of that happened, but he told his son he would never forget his birthday. That was as a child, you don't want your father to forget your birthday. And it was important for me to show a black man showing I would never forget your birthday because you're a special part of my life. So that's why I feel that, the Nissan commercial was one that really spoke to my heart. But since you did speak about the Chick-fil-A and the Calvin Klein, I would have to say out of those two, both of them was amazing, great product. But the Chick-fil-A, because that was the first opportunity, Stevie, that I got an opportunity to direct a global branded commercial Chick-fil-A. And fun fact, I was actually an employee at Chick-fil-A when I directed it. So I wasn't just hired from being in Atlanta or LA. I was actually an employee of Chick-fil-A when I got my opportunity. So this is the power of letting your preparation meet your opportunity. So I always keep a business card on me. I'm always telling people I'm a director. I may be doing this, I may be sweeping the floor, but I can direct. So I told the general manager, Mr. Wayne Murphy, shout out to him. I'm really honored for him. I told him I'm a director. I just graduated from SCAD at that time. I was still in between jobs after graduating from film school. I gave him my business card and I told him I want to direct a Chick-fil-A commercial. And I gave him my card and I thought he would never hit me back. I'm like, he's not going to hit me back. He can get people from corporate to do all this stuff. And do you not know, a week later, he said, I want to give you a shot to direct a Chick-fil-A commercial for my branch. And I did it. And he funded it. And it won the award, Telly Award. I was in the newspaper because of that. But that's always going to be a special commercial to me because it was my first. And not only my first, I was an employee at the time at that branch of Chick-fil-A. So shout out to Chick-fil-A for giving me that opportunity. And shout out to Mr. Wayne Murphy for opening that commercial door for me as a director. Yeah.
And we've got some questions from the audience as well, too. Liz again and Jamie ZDK. How has faith impacted your journey as a director? Great question. And how do you select your projects? What is important in this process?
That's a good question. The faith one first. So faith is very important to me. I always, want to seek God in everything that I do. Want to make sure He's pleased. Since my steps are ordered by Him, I want to seek His advice and His approval of what projects He want me to take. So that is very important to me. And to answer your second question, well, the second question was what again, Stevie? What's the second part of the question?
It was, how do you select your project? What is
Oh, how do I
important?
select my project? Got you. Honestly, I select my projects based off of. Gotta remember what show I'm on. I'm just trying to see. How do I select my project? I say it like this. I select my projects based on it. I just keep it like that. I just, this is very. I think Steve. You in the entertainment industry. You know
Mhm.
what projects to take and what not. So we just keep it like a simple answer: discernment.
All right. And how does faith? You spoke about faith as well too. Always put it. My mom told me, you're never too big. Don't allow the industry to get your head so big that you forget where you came from. And always remember that put God first in every single thing that you do. So how
Exactly.
important is faith and family to you? Because I know you spoke a little bit about your parents in the beginning, because they always ask us that question after we graduate from high school or going to college or
Yes.
whatever. Like, what is going to be what are you going to do? Like, what is going to be your next move? Are you going to go to work? Are you going to pursue another career in college? Like, what are you going to do? So how do you find that balance, with faith and family?
Well, that's a very important question. Faith and family is very important. You have to have a
Yeah.
balance. I did a movie called The Portrait, which is on Aspire TV. That movie was about balance and not so much about the faith, but the family aspect of having work, career, and family. And I wrote that movie based off of a cry for help for people who are having struggles with balance. That's why I wrote that movie about having the 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 struggle of not knowing how to balance life and career and relationships and God. Like I wrote that. And yes, we're not talking about faith so much in my movie, The Portrait, but that movie covers so many examples of people who neglect their kids, not intentionally because they're driven by their career or they're driven by relationships. So, in my opinion, faith and relationships are very important. It's important to have that balance. You don't ever want to put something ahead of anything, and especially God. I can't preach at nobody,
Oh,
but like you definitely want to put God first, so you want to have that balance. So yeah, faith and family is very important, and you want to definitely have that balance. Thank you for that question too.
and the questions are rolling in. Miss TJ Sauce will be joining us in the show next month, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Black owned, and she's the first
Awesome.
Black woman to have the Hilton actually put her sauce on a menu. So definitely,
Wow.
please go and follow Miss TJ Sauce in the comments. Give her a shout out. And Liz wants to know how his work challenged you, and Jamie wants to know where can we go to view your movie.
So how has work challenged me? Work has challenged me in a number of ways. I mean, I'm a black man trying to get to the next level in Hollywood. I mean, I'm being honest. Like it's not easy. I got to work twice as hard, but I'm not going to use it as an excuse. I'm just going to push. I'm going to keep going because I got a goal. I got a dream. I got an aspiration. So, it hasn't been easy. Um, but it goes back to letting your preparation meet your opportunity, not wallowing in the excuse of being a black man. And I get it. We go through a lot as black people, but I can't wallow in that. I gotta just always stay prepared. I gotta stay on it. I gotta let my preparation meet my opportunity. I gotta always be 12 times better, and I got to be ready and study my craft. So it hasn't been easy, but it's a journey for all of us. We just got to make sure we're ready. And to answer the other question, where can you find out more of my films? Go to my website. I have a website that just launched a few months ago. AlanMBrooks.com. You can go look at all my music videos, all of my commercials I directed, and some trailers of all of my films. At AlanMBrooks.com. That's ALAN mbrooks.com, alanmbrooks.com. That links to my IMDb, my social media, my everything. So check me out on my website, guys.
It's so great to see you again, Miss Stevie. Hi, Tay. How are you? Hey, girl. It has been a minute. I'm typing it in so you guys can go and check it out, and I'm going to pin it. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah. Check me out, guys. Yeah, I'm working on some other stuff, but what I have out now is right on my website. Appreciate y'all for the support.
Absolutely. And speaking of your films, we can go down a list because you've got a list of projects that you produce. Let's go down the list here. And my next question for you is, which project holds a very special place in your heart? Let's go down the list. You got Forbidden Love, which is a short film. You got Affirmation, which is a short film. My Daddy, Fubu, The Legacy Continues, Nissan, Rogue, Nissan Creates, Memories, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis, Calvin Klein, The Classic Man, Wrong House, The Portrait, which you've mentioned previously, Cars, Kismet, A Christmas to Remember, J.D. McQuarrie, My Name, The Seat, Franklin University, Oogie Leo, Shigi. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
the
a
list
lot.
goes on and on. So, out of all of these projects, if I haven't listed any, which one holds a very special place to your heart?
Oh gosh, that's such a hard question for any filmmaker, Stevie. Oh, you got me stumped, but I'm gonna answer it. Here we go. Let's see. I will say Mr. and Mrs. Ellis. That is a powerful film. That's the film I got the NAACP nomination for outstanding short film live action for the 52nd NAACP Image Award. That film is important to me because it's an awareness film about the effects of not speaking out about abuse, the effects about being afraid to speak out, the secrets, family generational curses. I mean, it goes. I mean, that project may be a short film, but it deals with so many layers of pain and hurt that a lot of people, especially in the Black community, are facing. And if
Yeah.
you haven't checked it out, I'm trying to get that a deal for that to be um, streamed on the platform. So just be on the lookout for that for people who haven't seen it. But Steve, to answer your question, that is one of my most powerful and films that really speaks to my heart because of the issue of secrets and not speaking out. And the effects of that. But I'm gonna tell you this fun fact, Stevie. When I dropped that movie, it was in this festival called the Oh, what festival was that? I think it was the Capital City Black Film Festival. I actually won an award for that, for best film. For that, I think that was last year, whatever year that was. And I remember getting a DM in my inbox. This girl sent a video crying, and I would never say her name, but I felt so appreciative that I was able to provide a film that impacted somebody in that way. She cried and she left a message, with it, and that was a moment for me as a filmmaker. Like, what I do is important. What I do as a filmmaker matters. My voice matters.
Yeah,
My voice, Stevie, can provide healing. My voice as a filmmaker can provide hope for someone. My voice as a filmmaker can help someone have the courage to speak up about hurt. So when I got that message in my DM from that, I guess one of my supporters, I call my fans my supporters because I really appreciate them. That spoke to my heart as a filmmaker, Stevie, and to this day it gets me choked up when I think about it because I'm like, wow, the medium of film is so powerful, Stevie. And I know like it's so powerful. And in those 27 minutes in that short film, I impacted that person. And even if it never impacts nobody else, maybe it was meant for just that person.
yeah.
Who is supposed to be for is going to be for. And that's how I go in all of my films, Stevie. Whatever project I do, I want it to be for that person. Even if nobody else wants it, it's designed to impact who it's supposed to impact. So, yeah, that's the answer to my question.
And we've got so many questions. So many people are coming in. Okay, Liz wants to know, does music play a significant role in your project? And ZDK wants to know, I know you've been a huge dreamer since you were young. So what plans do you want to do to extend your brand as a director? Great question.
Okay, so I'll start with the music question. So, music plays a big part in my films. I have a music composer. His name is Dana Solomon. Check him out. His website is www.dsprd.com. I think, yeah, dsprd.com. He's my composer for my films. And when I tell you, music has the power to make you feel ways that you wouldn't expect to feel in a scene. So, prime example. So, if I have a scene about a girl breaking up with her boyfriend, I can make that scene funny with just the music in the back. Of course, the performance has got to match, but you know what I'm saying. You can put some comical music in the background. Like, is it a spoof? You know what I'm saying? Like, music plays a big part. And I mean, Dana Solomon. I'm gonna say it again. He is amazing. Like I'm working on a film now. I'm editing, and I'll a spotting session for all my directors out there. Y'all know what that is. A spotting session. It's when you sit down with the composer and you just watch the whole film together without no sound, and you write your notes about the theme and the feel you're going for, so they can start scoring. That's why they call it a spotting session with your composer. And when I tell you, Steve, I sat down with him on my last film, Affirmation. He scored one half of Affirmation, and I mean I got tears, Stevie, when I heard the way he scored the scene between the father and the son at the table. And it's just a simple scene, but the way he scored it, he made it more dramatic. He made it more epic. So, to answer your question, like, music is very important. Don't take the back end road when it comes to
Oh,
scoring your
yeah.
movies, guys. Make sure you invest in a music composer who knows what he or she is doing. That would definitely give you make your film stand out. And Stevie, can you let me know the other question again? Sorry.
Um, okay, let me see. It was from Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
What plans do you want to do to expand your brand as a director? And that was from Jamie ZK.
Got you. Thank you, Jamie, for the question. Everybody, thank you for your questions. How do I plan to expand my brand as a director? Honestly, creating content that impacts the masses. Branding is very important. Like, social media is very important. And staying true to myself. That's how I plan on branding myself. I want to be known as a director that tells stories with a message. I want to be known as a director that tells stories that impacts the masses. I want to be known as a director who can not only do dramatic films, but I can do comedies and thrillers, and
Yeah.
and it's important to show people what you can do. I don't want to be a monolith. I want to be able to do everything. You know what I'm saying? But goes back to what I said earlier. Don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You want to master something first. So what I'm trying to do is master the art of drama first. I've done some thrillers, but I want to master drama, and I want to master episodic drama. I want to master episodic family drama. I want to master single cam, multi-cam drama, then make the transition. So you see how everything goes back to mastering something, then going to the next thing. Because I know a lot of people, they're all over the place. They just want to do everything, hands in there, and that's okay to have a dream to do everything. But if you do that and you don't master in something, you might want to re-examine yourself, but yes, that's how I want to definitely market myself, by doing some of everything, but mastering something first. Thank you for the question.
And one more from Liz. She wants to know, would you consider an autobiographical film? And who would play you in the lead?
Oh, this is y'all asking some good questions. Oh goodness, I'm gonna be honest. I cannot answer that question yet. I have never thought about that question. I don't know who I would want to play me. I would have to pray about that. I think that's a hard question for anybody to answer. Oh my God, I think Mary J. Blige had that same question, even though I think she has a biopic coming out on Lifetime eventually. But somebody asked her, "Who do you want to play you?" And Mary said, "Nobody can play me." I know y'all probably remember that interview, because that's a hard question. Like, who can play you? And it's your story. But yes, of course, maybe one day. But I can't think about that right now. But I would definitely have to pray about that.
And you got a compliment as well, too, and a comment from James Muller. He says, your
Mhm.
films always tell stories. Keep up the great work.
Oh, thank you, James. James was actually one of the stars of my film, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis. Check him out, guys. He's a great actor. Make sure you book him. He's good. He's amazing. Yeah, he played Dad Ellis in my NAACP film, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis. Check him out, guys. He's a great. And thank you for the compliment, James, too. Thank you.
Yes, powerful, powerful film. He was talking about your project. And I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. I think we just about got everything, Fashion Dolls. If you guys have any more questions for Alan, feel free to type them in the comments. It is about that time we get into our games. All right, the first one is called the Rapid Five, and Alan has to tell me 5 things he can't live without. And then the next one is going to be called His Thoughts. So I'm going to drop the names of a few famous producers and directors, and you give me one word to describe each and every one of them. All right, so we're going to start off with the rapid five. What are 5 things that Alan can't live without?
My Bible,
Okay.
water, peace of mind.
Mm.
Ooh, I'm glad this ain't timed. Ooh, this is hard. Uh, I'm gonna keep it basic. A roof over my head. That's something that's in the last one. Directing movies. That's it.
All right.
Boom. That's
That's
my
5.
answer.
That's the
That's
rapid 5.
5. I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't time. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Fashion Dolls. It is time for his thoughts. So I'm going to drop the name of a few famous producers and directors, and you give me one word to describe each and every one of them. We're going to start off with Spike Lee.
Legendary.
Mm. Okay. Ava DuVernay.
Uh, thought provoking. I know it's 2 words, but thought provoking. Like thought dash provoking.
We'll take it. Okay. Um, Up next we have Ryan Coogler.
Oh, can I add more than one word for him? I love Ryan Coogler. Oh my gosh. Um, one word. Genius.
All right. And he's a legendary actor, so we're going to add Denzel Washington to the category.
Oh, Denzel Washington. One word, and I can't say the same word I used for somebody else, huh? So I will say for Denzel, Superb. That's hard. Oh, this is a hard game.
Taylor says
I
Denzel
like
is
that,
king.
Taylor. Yeah, he's the king. Yes, he's the king of actors. Yes.
All right. Next, we have Gina Prince Blythewood.
Ooh, Gina Prince. Classic.
Issa Rae.
Ooh, you're good, Stevie. You got me thinking. Issa Rae. I would say successful. Wow,
All
that's
right.
hard.
And last but certainly not least, Alan M. Brooks.
Oh, that is so sweet. Don't make me. Oh, that's so sweet of you to even put myself out there. You know what? I'm gonna say hopeful for myself. I'm hopeful to get to the next. God got me, but yes, I'm gonna say hopeful. And you know what? I'm gonna say optimistic. That's even better. Yeah, we got to talk. We got to talk good about our own selves. So I'm gonna say optimistic. Yeah.
Yes, and I hope you guys are taking that. Alan is a game changer.
Oh, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate you. She's awesome. She's a great actress and writer in the industry. Check her out, guys.
Definitely. Oh, and we got a question. We just concluded that segment, ladies and gentlemen, which is his thoughts. All right, we got a question from Liz. Liz wants to know how do you? Oh, okay. Another one of your actors, James says driven. Driven is a
Oh,
word to
thank you,
describe.
James. I appreciate you, bro.
Okay, Liz wants to know how do you relate to the following words: ocean, air, earth, fire, night, day.
Ooh, these some deep questions. How do I relate? You know what? I got an easy answer for that. So y'all ready? I'm grounded. Boom. Y'all like that? I'm grounded. It's important to stay. Don't ever get on the high horse because God gonna bring you right back down. So I'm grounded. Yes, that's my answer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do we have any other questions for Alan? This is such a great conversation and interview. And I hope a lot of you are taking notes from this on how to get in this industry. My last question for you is while we're waiting on everyone to type is what advice would you give to the next generation that wants to be the next Alan M. Brooks or the next Issa Rae or the next let me see, because there's so many up and coming producers out here. Um,
Yeah.
the black woman, she produced the Candyman film. I cannot remember her name.
I can't remember her name either.
Yeah,
Jordan Peele mentored her, I believe.
yeah.
But I mean, my answer for that, Stevie, I would say study your craft, study your craft, study your craft. A lot of people want to get in this industry and they just want overnight success. And a lot of people feel like certain opportunities are owed to them. Nobody owes you anything. You have to let your preparation meet your opportunity. You have to work hard. You have to be twice as early, twice as good, and on point. You have to be a student of the craft, learn from the best, be okay being a student first, because I live by this saying: you don't wanna, you don't wanna always carry the crown before you wear it. It's okay to carry someone else's crown before you get your own crown to wear. Because when you learn how to carry, you can learn the ropes of how to wear it the right way. You feel me? So I'm a firm believer on that. And I will say, stay humble, always learn, and always read a book. I'm talking to myself. Read a book, Alan. Keep read a book. So that's what I would say. Read a book about something you want to excel in your career, and you should be good to go, guys.
All right. Fashion dolls, any last? Oh, we got a question right there. How has your journey opened doors for others?
That's a good question. How has my journey opened doors? One thing about me, I love giving opportunities to upcoming actors, whoever. Definitely actor. I'm a director, so I love actors. I'm an actress director, and my journey has opened a door. Like James on the line. That was one of his first films, and he did amazing. I opened the door for him in that sense. Um, you know, I've helped people with writing their scripts. I don't do that, all the time. But, for people who I trust and I know who really deserve the help, I guide you how to write stuff in industry format. And, my journey has opened the door for me to pay it forward. And that's what we should do in life, pay it forward to the right people. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Not just anybody, because everybody don't deserve your time, your energy, and your help. But pay it forward to somebody who deserves it. It'll be all worthwhile. So yeah, that's the answer to my question. Thank you.
And these are all great questions. I hope you're all taking notes from this. I'm so late for this. Wait, no, I love him. Such a huge fan and supporter.
Who is
I've been
this?
trying to get in your presence for a long time. No, type your question, my love. Go ahead. This is question hour. So if you guys have any
Oh,
questions for Alan, definitely
th-
feel free to type them.
thank you, Corby. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for your support, Corby. I hope I'm saying it right. I appreciate you for supporting me. I definitely love my supporters. I really appreciate it. Can't do without you all. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you so
And
much. Who's this? Oh, Liz. Oh, yeah. That's the question person.
it's a mix of everybody.
I
It's
know.
actors, singers, songwriters in the comments. You guys feel free to mix and mingle amongst yourself.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you. And I want to say before we get off, thank you, Stevie, for having me on your show. I love your show. I'm honored to be here, and you have some amazing guests that come on, and you talk about some great things. So I really am appreciative of you to have me on your show. Thank you.
And I'm honored to be in your presence. I was
Mhm.
terrified. I said, this is a two-time Telly Award winner. He's nominated for NAACP, Emmy,
I
all that. So
appreciate
this
you.
has an amazing interview. And thus
Oh,
far,
thank you. Thank you so much, Stevie.
Corby says, hi, everyone. Hi, Corby. DG Mills says, Director Allen, it's so much love for you in the comments. Like, did you know you have this much of a support system? Like, they're literally coming in to see you.
Appreciate you. I'm humble. Thank you so much. Oh,
Are
okay. So
you
that's a quick
coaching too?
coaching. Got you. So I am not coaching currently. I'm taking this time to focus on my career. Trying to get to the next level. There's different levels as we talked about. But Director's Corner is coming back. I'm gonna do a little shameless plug on your show, Stevie. I know everybody know me for Director's Corner. Oh my God! So that is coming back for season 2. So that'll be my way to pay it forward and to have industry people come on and talk about some stuff. So that'll be the little form of coaching I can give you, but not one on one right now. But maybe one day soon, maybe.
Corby says, overstood. And she said, yes, so grateful.
Thank you so much, Corby. Thank you for the support.
Any other questions before we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, what we got one more. How do you feel social media has impacted you and your work? Great question.
That's a good question. Social media. I'm gonna be real. Before social media got popping, I used to be a private person. I am still private, but I used to have a private account, and somebody pulled me to the side and said, "Alan, if you're private, nobody will know about you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So at the moment I made my page public, people was like, "Oh, now I see that you're a director. Oh, now I see where your website is," and they kind of trickled down the trickle down effect. So social media has really helped me for people to, and that was before I had a website, in my opinion. You want to have a website that showcases your work, a website that showcases your portfolio to let people know who you are. Because if social media goes away for a day, like it did a while ago, y'all remember that day? People were going crazy because they didn't have a site that leads people to one place of their work. So, I definitely would suggest getting a website as a backup. Well, no, I'm sorry, not a backup, as your primary source, and have your social media fall under that. So everything kind of link in together. So, but social media has been very good to me. I appreciate all social media platforms.
And Corby says, that is a word for me. Thanks for that. Absolutely.
You're so welcome. You're
Absolutely.
so welcome.
Hi, Angela. If you're just coming in, we are here with Alan Brooks. We're taking questions at the last minute. I have one more question for you is what else can people expect from you in the future?
What else can people expect from me? Right now, I'm still trying to develop a feature film. I'm in my, creative stages of that. So I would say look out for that, and also look out for my film Affirmation, Forbidden Love, Wrong House, and Mr. and Mrs. Ellis on streaming platforms soon. A lot of people want to see. A lot of people want to see those four. And the portrait. If I didn't say that, those are coming soon. I'm trying to work out some stuff to get it on a streaming platform, but I will be posting it on my social media and on my website when those things will be available on social platforms. Yes, distribution
All
platforms,
right.
I should say. So that's in addition to my feature film. That's it.
And I pinned Alan's website below, Fashion Dolls, so you guys can go there and check it out. And make sure you guys follow him here on Instagram so you can be informed on what he's working on. You never know.
Right.
Oh, she
Thank you
wants to
so
know,
much.
have you
Thank
worked
you.
with Latin actors? Liz wants to know, have you worked with Latin actors?
I have not worked with any Latin actors yet, but I would love to. Yeah, send me. I guess send me your information if you know any Latin people. You can go to my website and send me your stuff in my on my website. My contact stuff is on there, like a contact bar. You can send your headshot. If you happen to be Latin or know someone who's Latin, send me your headshot, your demo reel, and resume. And if I got something that's fit for you, I definitely hit you up if you're the right fit.
All right, there you have it. And you're welcome, Corby, anytime. Well, I'm all about networking. So make sure you guys are following each other in the comments as well, too. It's a lot of singers, songwriters, directors, producers in the
Hmm.
comments. So make sure you guys are following one another as well.
Awesome.
All right. If you're looking for a new actress, where are you able to apply? And that's from Corby.
Okay, you can go to my website. You can go to alanmbrooks.com. I think Stevie have it pinned on the bottom. alanmbrooks.com, and you can go to the contact section, send me a message through my website, and then just attach your resume, demo reel, headshot, and then if I have something that's fit for you, I'll hit you up if it's something that's fit for you. Yep.
All right. All right, Fashion Dolls. Any more questions? Any more comments before we conclude this great interview? And people are still coming in.
I love it. I love it. Thank y'all for the support. Thank you.
She's Cool for Now says, Hi, Ellen.
Hello. Oh, music. Yep, you can send the music over there to my website as well. If I have anything that I need some music for some cues, I definitely check it out for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You too, Corby. Thank you for tuning in, my love. And thank you, Angela. Keep shining, Miss Stevie. Thank you. I see you guys are just coming in with your comments, questions. Do you guys have any more questions, any more comments? Okay, Corby says she's going to submit her info now.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Stay beautiful and humble. You too. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this interview, and I hope you guys took some notes from this interview as well too, because there's a lot of people out here that are wanting to get into filmmaking, directing,
Hmm.
producing, and it's a lot that goes to it behind the scenes. So make sure that you guys are staying informed and on top of what's going on in the world of film making, because there's so much, like, things are changing. Like, I've seen so many. Uh-oh.
That.
You're great. You're good. You're good. I hope you guys are taking notes, like I said, because so much is changing in the world of filmmaking and directing. Like, people are literally shooting films on their iPhones. Like, things are changing. So yeah. All right. If we don't have any other questions, I am going to close out. Let Alan close it out. What piece of advice and gems would you like to leave? Because you have a huge support system.
Last piece of advice I would just say just to keep working hard. Like I said earlier, let your preparation meet your opportunity. Um, Constantly network. Um, be a student at all times, even when you get to the next level, because there's always something you can learn. And like I said earlier, read a book. That's something that we don't do as Black people as much as we should. We need to read a book. That's something that can help us get to the next level in our career, something that's catered towards our dream and our career and our craft. So I would say open up a book. You may find that one thing you didn't know for, that one question you always want to know may be in that book you never thought to open. So that's what I will leave you with.
All right, fashion dolls, there you have it. And let everyone know where they can follow you.
Yes, yes. Follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter. That's going to be director underscore Allen. That's director underscore ALAN, director underscore ALAN on Instagram and Twitter. And on Facebook, it's director Allen M. Brooks, and that's ALAN.
And AlanandBrooks.com. Be on the lookout for those projects. And again, one of my favorites, poetry. So definitely please go and check it out. Check it out right now. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, joining us, we have artist Elijah Nickleby. He will be here with us tomorrow. And we have Omar Gooden Jr. coming. So make sure you guys please stay tuned for that interview and so much more this week here on Style by Stevie Daytime. I'm your hostess, Miss Stevie. Take care, everyone. Love you all. And you guys stay
All right.
encouraged. And like Ellen said, pick up a book and read. Educate yourself. Take care, everyone.